time. All right, fashion dolls, and we're back. I'm going to send this back to Demetrius so that we can continue this interview. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Let me add Demetrius back in so that we can continue. Instagram is playing tug of war with us. And we're back. We're back. We're back. We were talking about your modeling career before Instagram kept playing tug of war with us.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness. So you've been vegan for 2 years now. And you've also done some modeling as well too for fitness and other things. Beautiful photography, excellent photography. Your skin looks yummy. Your skin looks delicious in all of these photos. So tell us, where did the love for modeling come from?
um, well, modeling started with my cousin. My cousin Joy Green, shout out to her. So kind of inspired me to be to go into modeling. So that's where that came from. Um, are we in? Okay. Keeps going back and forth. It's like Instagram, what are
Yes,
you
yes.
doing?
Hmm.
um, but yeah, my cousin actually inspired me to be a model. So my cousin Joy Green. My fitness wise came from, I guess, Nike stuff, and I want to be a fitness model. And being a vegan is one route that I took, of course, with health reasons as well. I've been vegan for 4 years, so that's actually been a great thing. And um, also, I've done 1 meal a day diets for 2 years, so that's also helped me. But modeling has been a passion, and I thank my good friend Marcus for being my photographer, because without him, that passion wouldn't have grown. And so that's where the passion for modeling grew. And now I've been in like fashion shows, Runway, and it's just so fun. I love it. So it's like the passion for modeling is like really high now. So I love it so much.
And I did an interview, just recently did an interview not too long ago with Jason Olive, and he was telling me, what was it like working for Armani, Versace, and Calvin Klein, and all of these brands. Is there
Mhm.
any fashion brand that you would like to walk the runway for in the future, going into 2022?
Um, Not particularly. Like I've always wanted to do like GQ stuff. I mean, that's just a personal thing. But probably, I guess, Gucci, Versace. I mean, the possibilities are endless. So I don't think I have like one, I guess, brand in mind. But probably Gucci. So like the big name brands, like one day, and that would be cool. So I think I would love to do that.
Okay, okay. Sounds like a plan. And I could see it too. But let me tell you, working from the in the fashion industry, I have family in New York. My father used to transport garments. That's something else about my father. He used to transport garments up to the showrooms back in the 70s. There was a designer by the name of Willie Smith. And you guys know his what is it? His sister Tukey was married to Robert De Niro, and she
Mhm.
winded up on 227. And she's done some magazine back in the late 80s, late 70s for things people like that you don't know. But when it comes to black fashion designers, and I'm asking you this as a model, Demetrius, we've noticed that there's been such a big issue. We just had the biggest fashion event in the world ever, and that is the Met Ball. Shout outs to La Roche, and wait a minute, we're buffering again. Are we back?
Yep, for a second.
Here it goes again.
It's being straight crazy right now.
Yes, I was saying that, we just had the Met Ball, and the Met Ball is kind of like a big deal in the fashion world. And they've been called out for the lack of black fashion designers, black content creators. So what I wrote to Styles Zendaya, and I think he did Celine Dion as well too. He brought a whole panel of black athletes. I think it was I cannot remember her name. Shakari Richardson was there. Kaylani the singer was there, and it was also Lewis Hamilton and someone else. I
Dang.
Virgil Abloh, who's the Off-White Louis Vuitton. So the fashion world, when it comes to diversity, what is your stance on that? Because we know it is such a big issue for black models out there. So I'm asking you because I know I've interviewed Mimi Roche. I've had her on the show. She's the supermodel. She's walked for Tom Ford, Gucci. And then I had Connie Fleming, who's walked the runways of Mugler, Terry Mugler, and Vivienne Westwood. So I've had the same conversation with them. What is your standpoint on it? Because I feel like it definitely could be more when it comes to diversity for black fashion designers and black models and just photographers.
Well, personally, I mean, like in LA, like most of the fashion shows like I've been to were like it's very diverse, and a lot that I've been to are mainly black. But unfortunately, I want to see more black males. That's just a personal thing, because it's like you see the black females representing, but it's like where are the black males at? So it's like a lot of the fashion shows is like I'm one of like 4 or 5, and then there's just a slew of diversity. Mainly have a grip of black, black females there. So it's like I want to see more black men, in the fashion, in the modeling. You don't think,
Uh-oh,
and
just pausing again.
yep. And here we good. Maybe doing it.
Okay, I think we're back now. I think we're back. Are we
Think
back?
so.
Yes, you were saying about Los Angeles, and you would like to see more black male models.
Yeah. Yeah. Diversity wise, like you see a diverse, but it's like mainly women. You don't see many men there. And personally, I would like to see more black males models in there, please. Because it's like I see the same 5, 6 black dudes at every casting call, fashion show. It's like, oh, come on, people, we could do better. But it's good to
And
see diversity in the fashion show.
I'm glad you mentioned that because Jason kind of touched on that point as well too, as well as a couple other black male models that I've interviewed. They're saying, the women have been dominating the catwalks, the Naomi's, the Beverly Peels, the Imans, the Mimi Roche's. It's so many, just to name a few. Winnie Harlow is another one. Like the women models are doing much better, but we don't hardly see any black male models. Like the only one that I can think of that was the head in prime back then would have to been Tyson Beckford. He was the it guy. And Jason along with him, Jason Olive along with him doing the Calvin Klein ads and things. And then you had Gary Duran, who also has done some modeling, and he was on CSI. I can't remember which franchise it was, but he's done some modeling as well too. So these were like the 3 it guys back in the day when it pertained to black male models that I can think of. It's still gotta be a push for more black male models to get out here in this industry. That is so basically, a lot of women are taking over. Like you had Cindy Crawford. If you want to go over to the other side, you had Linda Evangelista, Krista Turlington, um, Beverly Johnson, just to name a few. So yeah, I would love to see it too, Demetrius, and I'm glad that you spoke on it because I'm just like, I'm here for my ladies. I'm here for Naomi and the hair. Because listen, I got my 40 inches too. She's in the closet somewhere. and I can put on my hair and I can be Naomi for a day. But I would love to see more male models as well too, more diversity in general for black men and black women and black fashion designers, because when we talk about luxury fashion, we were the first to do it. We the first to create it. So there's so many fashion houses out here. Just give them a chance. Like Virgil, Virgil had a vision like none other. Olivier Rousteing, who is the co-chairman of Balmain, has a vision. It's Christopher John Rogers, another black fashion designer. Like, it's so many out here, but I would love to see more of that as well too, if you want to go to the designing aspect of it.
I agree.
Yes, and Bevy Smith, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with her. She kind of called it out about the councils, the Fashion Design Association, CFDA, about not having enough, nominees that are people of color. And I think, what was it, Rihanna and Janet Jackson, who were the first women of color to break that mold, to get into that. For the Zendaya is another one to get into the CFDA. So
Hmm.
we still have a lot of work to do in the fashion industry when it pertains to diversity. And I'm thankful for the amazing Beth Ann Hardison, because if it wasn't for her to push those doors open to create her own modeling agency and say, look, we're going to have everything. We're going to have short hair. We're going to have long hair. We're going to have male, female. If they are black and they are beautiful, we're going to put this in our agency. So I don't know if Beth Ann still does her modeling agency, but I was reading in Essence magazine and Naomi Campbell was on the cover. And she was saying how it is like going to a casting call. So Demetrius, what advice would you give to models that are looking to get into this industry, male models particularly, when it pertains to going, you got to do ghosties and, you got to do casting calls as well, like that too.
Um, Casting calls are interesting. uh, because I do focus on your walk, with your poses. I think if you want to get into modeling, just believe in yourself. Make sure you like it's a commitment. Dedicate yourself. Practice. I mean, you got to practice. I mean, sometimes some people think, oh yeah, just it's all about poses and a walk. I'm like, no, you got to practice. You got to study, practice, make poses, be creative. Make sure you stand out. It's a lot to go with modeling. It's actually a creative, artistic way of. It's an art form as an artist. Always express yourself. Don't be afraid to express yourself. Just open yourself to possibilities. I think anything is possible. So if you manifest it and believe in yourself, I think you can achieve. Always believe in yourself. Don't think it's impossible, because when you say I can't, then well, technically you can't. You're beating yourself before you even try. And don't be afraid of to fail, because there are so many casting calls I've done for fashion shows, and so many I've gotten no's and no's and no's. I'm like, well, okay, next one. So
Right.
it happens. It's part of the industry. Even if you're trying to be an actor, auditions, you get a no. It's part of the process. Just trust it. Just push yourself and just get ready for the next one. Like, there's so many possibilities. So just, I would say, keep believing in yourself and study, work hard. Don't give up. Yeah, don't be afraid to
Absolutely.
fail either.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with starting over and just giving yourself a chance.
Hmm.
Someone else said this in the comments earlier. Jump, take that jump. Don't be afraid to take that jump. And putting out there in the universe what you want to do, what you want to accomplish. So before we get to the resolutions, I have to know, Demetrius, what your skincare routine, because baby, that melanin is popping. Okay, both of our melanins up here popping. What is the skincare regimen?
skincare. My mom asked me the same thing. It's like, how is your skin so rich and brown and gold? I'm like, oh my God. Um, I don't, that's the funny thing. I don't do much. It's like I noticed the difference when I went vegan. Like my skin started to change. Um, I I use like cocoa butter, sunscreen on a daily. That's pretty much what I do. Sunscreen actually helps. I see the
Yes.
difference. So I use cocoa butter and I use Hawaiian touch sunscreen, and it changes everything. So I do it on a daily, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And I just eat healthy too. It's like skin, what you eat actually also reflects on your skin as well. I noticed that, so that's another reason why my skin's like different, and it's like a golden brown in the pictures. So
It is popping. And then when you're out in the sunlight, it's so beautiful. It glows. It just glows. I had to ask.
thanks.
Because I know a lot of men don't really talk about skincare on my platform. It's always women asking me, Miss Stevie, what do I do to keep this? But to hear it from a standpoint of the male is amazing. So fellas, sunscreen is a must. Definitely invest in some. Protect that melanin, especially during these summer months. I still do it during the winter months. I still make sure that I use sunscreen on my hands and things because they say your hands age first. So that's a but speaking of months, now going into 2022, we're going into a whole new year, a whole new vision, a whole new mindset. What is something that you would like to put out there into the universe that you would like to manifest to come true? Is there anybody that you would like to work with, any photographers or dancers or actors or whomever you would like to work with?
For 2022, I think because we all know we're in this pandemic.
Yes.
So and that's the struggle for some. I think for me, I'm not like I think my part is just taking it a day each day at a time. Just have an open heart, open mind. Whatever comes, hey, be ready for it. Sometimes it's best to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. But I'm just taking a day at a time. I think my goal for model, well, I have a big fashion show in spring, so that's a good thing for LA. I do want to go to Paris and model out there. That's like a goal. So hopefully that happens. Acting wise, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm a day by day guy, but also like believing like things you know will come ahead. So, but the modeling is I already have some things that I'm looking at for modeling 2022. So that's going to be good, and hopefully music, make a song this year, R&B. So
All right. All right. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys are following him. And we are going to do two quick games before we wrap up this amazing conversation. I love your energy, Demetrius. It's just like the chemistry, the aura is just like, huh. So it's everything. Let's get right into it. Okay. So the first game we're going to play is called the Rapid Fire. And you have to tell us 5 things that you can't live without.
that I can't live without. Okay.
Mhm.
Like okay, I guess my wallet. I don't know. My phone, God, uh, family and friends, my loved ones. That's pretty much it for the most part. Was that 5 or was that more?
That'll be 5. You put
Okay.
family and friends, so that'll be 5. All
Okay.
right. So the next one is called Turn the Tables. And this is where my guests get to ask me questions, uncensored and unfiltered. So my heart is beating fast. And we're back. We're back. In this segment, my guests get to ask me questions, as many as they want to, uncensored and unfiltered. So I have no clue what Demetrius is going to ask me. So I'm really, really nervous because this is like where I get put in the hot seat. Go ahead, Demetrius.
Let's see. I didn't even expect I was going to ask questions. So it seems like you're really, really big in fashion. Who's some of your biggest influencers when it comes to fashion design?
Well, I like to switch it up. I'm very eclectic. I was teasing with 3 times the tea. She was just in here. And she said, "You're always changing up your hair. You're always changing up so many different things about yourself. You're like a chameleon." So I would have to say Rihanna. Rihanna's one of my big influences. Um,
Nice.
I'm gonna go back to the '80s. I'm 28, but this woman right here is just I love the way she did it. So bold, fearless. So I would have to say Grace Jones is one of my style influences. Um, I love Gwen Stefani. If you want to go to the more demure, classy side, I would have to say Beyonce and Victoria Beckham. So I'm always switching up. Like with me, with fashion, it's about attitude. And when you walk into the room and knowing that you're wearing a piece of garment and you're owning it, you're not letting the clothes wear you, but you, the person, are owning that garment.
Mhm.
That in itself makes a statement all along. So I'm all about making a bold statement when it comes to fashion. And as far as some of my favorite fashion designers, um, I love Manfred Terry Mugler. Nobody does couture the way that man does. His vision of turning a woman into an insect or turning her into like this intergalactic space goddess. Like you guys know, he's known for that very tiny hourglass silhouette. Isaac and Elias, another one of my favorites. Claude Montana. I love Saint Laurent. I love Oscar de la Renta. I love Valentino. So yeah, I'm a fashion girl, y'all. For sure.
All
I
right.
can go on and on. Y'all shouldn't he shouldn't have got me started, y'all.
That's funny. All right, that's cool. Any other like you have any goals with fashion? Your own fashion line or
Absolutely. I would love to design clothing. I've been sketching, doodling pieces here and there. But the thing is, making it come to reality, put it to work. Like you just said a few minutes ago, and one of my previous guests just said, if you got a vision, make it come to reality. So, fingers crossed, we're going to make this come to reality because, even with me, with the way that I dress, I want to feel comfortable. We're in the middle of this pandemic, as you mentioned, and why not be able to go and look glamorous when you're going out, with some friends, safe, of course, or indoors, look chic throughout the whole thing. So, yeah.
nice. Okay, great answers.
Mhm. Any more questions, you just ask as many as you want to.
I think those were like my two
Top
questions. I
two.
was like, yeah, I had the curious because I seen the fashion. I'm like, okay, you must be like famous in fashion somewhere, somehow. So, gotta
I
know.
love inspiration. I love inspiration. So everybody's like, she's always posting shoes or a bag or what does that mean? Do
Mhm.
you want that? No, I love color. And the thing about color is with, mental health being such a big thing throughout this entire pandemic, anxiety and things, I realized that color enhances your mood, and studies have proven that. When you put on a blue or a yellow or a red or a pink, it enhances your mood. And for me, fashion has been like an escape, a getaway from all of the world stress. So when I'm putting on that garment, when I'm putting on that black gown, or I'm putting on that tux, or whatever it is, fashion related, it makes me feel good. And what makes me feel good is what makes you guys feel good on the inside as well too. To go in your closet and motivate you to pull out whatever it is, whether it's your favorite denim jacket or a pair of jeans or a t-shirt, whatever it is. And notice the trend every Friday. I always do t-shirts. Everyone knows that about me. I don't do anything dressy. I always do a t-shirt on Fridays to let everyone know, you can be chic, have on whatever it is and a nice shirt. So I love a lot of tees. I love a lot of denim
Okay, denim. Yeah,
tees. Mhm.
denim's my thing too. Oh man, I love denim too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and I think that concludes this amazing conversation. Your energy, Demetrius, again, your energy is like a breath of fresh air. It's just like, oh, it's amazing. I can't describe it. So, is there
Thank
any
you.
words that you would like to leave to your supporters out there, who are looking to get into modeling, who, need some gems and some words of wisdom along the way?
Um, whew, man, I've gotten this so much. I would say, be prepared to really go all in. I think because when I had some friends back then, like, oh, how much money are you making? Yada yada yada. It's like it's not about the money. It's about the passion. But make sure you go all in because like money's not going to come on a snap of the finger. You got to work hard and you got to make sure this is what you want to do. So if you want to do it and the passion's aligned, then just go for it. Believe in yourself and go all in. But make sure it's your passion. Don't do it just for money because you're going to be very disappointed if you're just going to do it for one thing. It's like if you love something, the money's going to come. Doing what you love, don't even worry about the money. The money will come left, right, up, down. God will bless you. He'll find a way. But just do what you're passionate about, follow it, and believe in yourself. Don't be afraid of failure. Failure is like the ultimate teacher. Like you will learn some of the biggest lessons. Just if you mess up, learn from it, get back up, and just keep going. Believe in yourself. So that's the biggest thing. Just believe in yourself, and then you'll be fine.
Absolutely.
You'll be fine.
100%. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, a special thanks to our very special guest today, Demetrius Lykes. Let everyone know where they can follow you.
They can follow me. My Instagram, DALYKES official. That's my Instagram. You can IMDb me as well, or YouTube, my Demetrius Likes. But Instagram is DALYKES official. And yeah, if you have any questions, just hit me up too. I'm more than happy to help. So
All right, ladies and gentlemen. And this concludes our interview, our last interview for today with model, actor, singer, Demetrius Likes. Thank you so much, Demetrius. And I definitely will look forward to speaking with you again in the future.
thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you.
You too. Take care, everyone. You guys, please enjoy the rest of your Motivation Monday. Tomorrow, we're going to cut up with actor Barry Williams. Wednesday, we have from the show Bruh, Tyler Perry show Bruh, we have Barry Buer. He's going to be here. And we also have from All the Queen's Men, we have Keith Swift, who's going to be on the show with us Wednesday from Tyler Perry as well, too. So make sure you guys stay tuned. We have some amazing guests this week and I'm so honored. It's Man Crush Monday. I got to speak to four of the sexiest brothers in the world, ladies. Are y'all jealous or no? So take care. Enjoy your Monday. Y'all be safe, and the replay will be up. Thank you so much, Demetrius.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good
You're
day.
welcome. Take care.